What's going on, y'all? So in today's news, in response, just a little quick response to the last video. I appreciate all of y'all comments. Some people ask me, do I know the woman personally? No, I do not know the woman personally. However, I found out the day after I posted the video that she was actually from my hometown, where I was born and raised. So it became a little bit more personal, if that makes sense. Just to know, okay, well, what's going on? Why did this happen? How did this happen? A lot of y'all agreed with me, in response to, yes, your children do need to be disciplined. However, whatever discipline works for your child is just, your way of discipline. I mean, every child is different. My child, I may be able to look at and be like, no, and they'll cry. And another child may need to have a behind spank. I mean, it is what it is. No, we're not beating. No, nobody's saying beating, nothing like that. But a lot of people, I think, take a lot of the words that people used in the comments and twisted them around. So I just want to put that out there first. Second of all, I don't know if y'all seen the newest video where she actually got on Facebook Live and apologized. She apologized. The apology that she did to me was just kind of like, what was the point? I feel like you made the situation worse. So anyway, I'm going to post a link below. But in all, the video is basically stating, she says, I'm sorry. I want to apologize. Everybody feels the way they feel. However, he needed his MF and A whooped. And she said that, she apologized for calling him, the N-word. She apologized for calling him out his name. But she said she does not apologize for, whooping his behind at school. And she said, this is her child. She was like, she know a lot of people that do the same thing. But, of course, they're not out there, I guess, telling their business, but they want to tell hers. Also, in the video, she mentioned that, which I understand her frustration on this part. I understand. She said that the child threatened the teacher. And it's like, at what point do we step in, and at what level of discipline do you apply when your child is basically threatening the teacher? You know what I mean? Like, I can only imagine what he might have said. I mean, at that age, I'm pretty sure he got it from home, or he got it from somebody or a friend or something like that. Who knows? Because those things like that are, are learned behavior. So, he might have had a friend. I know my son come home with some stuff, and I'm like, now, doggone well, that ain't come from here. So where'd you get it? So I guess, in all, she was very upset. I'm not trying to take her side. No, I'm not for abuse. Don't, but as a parent, I guess that's fed up. It's kind of like, what's next? When y'all say it in the comments, no, embarrassment is not a form of discipline. My thing is that for my son, it depends on what type of embarrassment you mean, I guess. Because I know for my son, boo, I showed up. As a matter of fact, the same day I posted that video, I got a call stating that my son didn't want to do his work. Told the teacher, I don't care. I do not care about this. I don't care about this work. I don't care what I make. I'm not doing it. And he ended up being sent to a different classroom to finish his work. So that same day, I got dressed up and I did a pop-up at the school. And no, I didn't bring a belt. No, I didn't, whoop him or spank him or whatever the case may be. I went up there. First of all, I brought him a lunch. I brought him a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and some fruit and a bottle of water. And I got him out of line. And I felt like the lady. I almost felt like the lady going to the cafeteria and go and get, him. But anyway, he was in line. He was third person in line. And when he seen me, his face just was like, because all these months, I'm like, I'm going to come to your school. You keep on. I'm going to come to your school. I promise you I'm going to come to your school. And at the end of the day, he just did not believe me. He kept on doing what he want to do, talking back to the teacher, yelling, getting out his seat, whatever, all the things that he was doing, I guess, to cut up. Things that even people that's around me are like, that's not the same kid. I'm like, yeah, I know. because when I drop him off to school, I promise you, it's like he's a whole different kid. So I got him out of, the line, and I was like, come with me. And his heart, you can see his heart jump out his chest, like, oh my God, my mama had to come up here. I sat him down. I pulled that lunch out my purse. I said, this is what you're going to eat today. No, you're not eating burger, fries, and all that extra stuff you're getting in the line. You eating a sandwich, and we're going to have a discussion. And if I got to come with you in class, if I got to hold your hand, then I'll do so. So, that day and the next day, he was good. And, while I was talking to him, he was looking around like this, like, because, for him, he's already doing stuff in class to get attention. So you want that kind of attention, then I'm going to give you some attention, and for my son, if all his friends are around seeing like, oh my God, look, his mama here, oh, he getting in trouble type deal, he's going to change up his behavior. Now, I didn't have to act out. I didn't have to curse. I didn't have to do any of that. I didn't even have to raise my voice. The principal was actually like, we need more parents like you that's involved, that cares, that comes up to the school, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. So, like, it depends on the child. I'm going to be honest with you. It depends on the child. So going back to her video, she was like, the child threatened the teacher, and the teacher told her to come beat his ass. Now, this is the thing. I don't think the teacher actually said that, because teacher cannot say that. Teacher is not going to say, come and beat, whatever case may be. Teacher ain't going to say that. It is what it is. So I think what it was, the teacher was kind of fed up too. The teacher was like, look, can you come and do something with your son? Your son is doing this. He's threatening me. He's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever the case may be. And I feel like, at that point, the parent was just fed up, like, okay, enough is enough. I'm coming up there. And instead of her just going up there to, like, show her face and say, you see, I'm here, don't make me come back up here, she wanted to be more aggressive. And I don't know, like, the child, like, I don't know. The other thing is that I found out later on is that the child have ADHD. I don't know a lot about ADHD. However, I do know it's something that is a chemical imbalance where the child that's acting a certain way sometimes cannot control their hyperness, and it's controlled by medication. I don't know if he's on medication or if he's just been diagnosed. I'm not sure. However, that's what the news stated. And like somebody said, yeah, you posted this, but it's on the news channel. Yeah, because I am from that same city. So I keep up with all of the news. So yes, I have an app. I am along with the whole group on Facebook with the news and all that stuff. So everything that happens out there in Beaumont, I'm going to know about it. Okay, that's my hometown. Anyway, somebody made that stupid comment. Anyway, going back to her video, she said that she apologized for calling him out his name. She don't apologize for whipping his behind. She said she did not record, which we know she didn't record, but I'm not sure if it was a planned recording, like, oh, somebody come and videotape me, or if it was more like, somebody videotape just for their clout. I don't know. But anyway, it was done. So anyway, she said, she was like, I don't care if I go to jail, she said, and I don't care if y'all call CPS. She was like, my child needed his behind whoop type deal. And then she went on to say that down here, we believe in whooping kids A. And this is my thing. It's like, yeah, we believe in old-fashioned spanking if it's well-deserved. However, the way she went about it, I wouldn't have went about it that way. She could have waited till he got out of school, and spanked him. But like people said, if he's getting yanked and tossed like that at school, ain't no telling how he is getting disciplined at home. So I really can't speak on that. I discipline my kids different than other people, maybe, who knows. But I don't know. So I'm going to list the video below. I'm not going to do no side by side, or I'm not going to post it on my thing. I'm going to put it below so you can go and click on it and go look at it. But she did post it. As y'all know, she had 5 kids. So all 5 kids have been removed. One of the kids was actually here in Houston. This is where I am, in Houston. And so I want to say it was a younger baby. I think the news people are not so clear on that, but anyway, it's 5 kids in all that they have removed from the home. Was it 11th or 22nd? I believe, I want to say, was it today or 22nd? Anyway, one of these days here in November, she is supposed to appear in court behind what happened. A lot of people are saying, why didn't the teacher intervene? Number one, the teachers cannot even touch the kids anyway these days. You can't even give a simple hug. When I used to substitute teach back in the day, it was one of those things where it's like, okay, you want to give the kid a hug, like, oh, good job, and oh, I missed you over the holiday. And then it's like, all this crap in the world, you can't even be genuine. You can't even give a genuine hug because there's always some stupid stuff in the world. Anyway, so the teacher or the school did intervene. Some people was like, I'm pretty sure they knew what she was coming to do because she had a belt strapped to her and she was hostile. She did have a visitor's pass on, though. She did have a visitor's pass tag on, and she must have came during lunchtime because, see, down here, I don't know how it is up north, but down south, a lot of the schools you can visit during like for birthdays. You can also visit during lunch, or you can do conference. Back in the day, your parents can show up at any doggone period, class, lecture that's going on. Nowadays, they have it because of all the, the shootings and all the things that's happening around the world. They have it where the parents can only come at a certain time. So I can tell she went during lunchtime because she went and pulled the kid from lunch. And, she pulled them all the way out of lunch and brought him all the way to the teacher and spanked his behind. Anywho, there is also a group. I have not found it again. I was on Facebook, and like I said, because it's happened in my hometown, there are a few of my classmates or people that I know of that are trying to start a help her out group. As soon as I find a link, I will definitely post it below if you are one of those that would like to help. I think there was someone in the comments that said that they were going to go down to Beaumont and help with the case or help with a situation. So there's a group, and basically they are looking for sisters and brothers to come together to help instead of hurting, if that makes sense. So, I know a lot of people are saying, because, Black people, if they whoop their children, then they are picking up the remnants of slavery. Like, they are continuing the beating, and that's where that comes from. That's a whole different conversation. That's a whole different conversation, but I honestly don't believe that that's where it come from, or whatever. Like, oh, because Black people slaves were beat, then it just got carried on. Now we beat our kids. Because if that was the case, then slaves were getting beat just for no reason. I believe kids get a spanking, just like when you have a 1-year-old and they go and touch something, you may go to their hand and go, no, 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 that's a spanking. So all of y'all that say y'all don't spank, that's a spanking. Anywho, I can go on and on and on about that, and I'd rather not, because I don't want this to become a racial type video, because it's not. However, there is a group, like I mentioned, and they're looking for people to help her kids and herself. They're helping her to get back on a good ground and to be able to get her kids back. I'm not sure how long, her kids are going to be removed. I don't know if after trial they'll see that, she's a fit mother, but that was just a bad decision. However, I've seen kids that have been moved out of their home put in a worse situation. I've seen kids die at the hands of them putting the kids out and back in. So I feel sorry for those that have to make these decisions, because I can only imagine how much thought and feelings they are putting into these decisions. So as soon as I find that post again about them trying to help her and get her together and get her kids back, and because you could tell she loved her kids. I feel like she did that out of love. The what she was trying to accomplish, she got out of love. So let me make that straight, because I know how y'all are. So I feel like she did do that out of love, but she did it not in a good way, if that makes sense. So anyway, as soon as I find a video, I'll post that one as well. I'll post a link down below. And any updates pertaining to that, I'll link below as well. That way y'all can kind of stay, up to date about it, as well as if you have any helpful information, for her, because the situation's over now. It's done. But the video that she posted in response and her apology, I felt like it was just real ghetto. I'm just going to put it out there like that. My sister, it was real ghetto. It was ghetto. Then there was also a post as well by her, cousin or somebody that was like, y'all don't know, he's bad. That my little cousin is bad. He's our nephew, one of the two, but anyway, he's bad. He deserved that butt whooping. And they were just cursing. And I'm like, every now and then I may say ass or shit or something, but not the words that they were using. Pertaining to the kids, that was just, that was a bit much. But anyway, I'm going to leave the link below. I'm not going to ramble too much longer. But anyway, if y'all haven't subscribe, like, and I'll talk to y'all later. Deuces.